The Woman and the Family with Annie. Today we are talking about the woman as the cornerstone of the family. And we are highlighting a few points on how a woman can hold the family together in a godly way. Number one, we are starting with prayers. It's very important when a woman is the intercessor in the family, because when you become the intercessor in the family, it flows so well. You are able to pray for your husband, and it's important to pray for your husband in every way, in everything, and in his endeavors every day. So when you're praying, pray for his health, pray for his health, pray for his emotions, pray for his finances, pray for his hands, pray for everything that concerns your husband, because your prayers will work. Because if there's something that God listens to, is a prayerful woman. And that is why even in the Bible we are told the women who pray. When a woman cries and prays before the Lord, God will answer. So make it a habit and a consistent one to every day pray for your husband. Don't just pray when he's not listening. Hold his hands once in a while. Pray for him. Pray for good things in his life. Pray for good things and positive ones in his businesses, even in his job. Pray for everything that concerns your husband and be consistent in your prayers, because God will answer. And even as you pray, be a person who is praying and telling God, we want to see the manifestation of what we are praying in him. Because anything that manifests positively in the husband and comes home, now the home becomes a good place. And now it becomes a place where even everybody wants to live in. No hassles, no straining, no nothing. Because the head of the family is okay and well catered for by God. And then now when we go to another one, we say, give your husband the attention he deserves. He's the head of the family. He's your king. Give him the attention he deserves. Even in anything that you do, when you are cooking, when you're doing everything, just make sure that the first attention is the priority goes to the husband. So in everything that you do, make sure your husband feels that he's given attention in his family. Because if he doesn't, it's so easy for him to be snatched from you. Make sure you pray and you give him the attention he deserves. And then let communication be so free in the family. Let communication be, it's normal. There is communication in the family. When the husband comes home, give them the attention he deserves. Give him communication. Communicate with him. Get to know what he has gone through. Get to know what he has been doing. Make sure that you are communicating positively with your husband. And even as you communicate, listen. Because women, we love talking. So sometimes we can talk, and we are not listening. So you talk and you sit down, let him listen. Let him also tell you what has gone on. Even him, let him ask you how you have been. Because that is what brings communication. And it will bring some intimacy in the family. When communication is so good and smooth, now there is a lot of intimacy. You become bonded together. There is nothing that can shake you when there is communication in the family. Because without communication, the family can easily break. Because nobody knows who is thinking about me. Nobody knows what they are thinking about. But when you communicate, now things become so clear on the table. Then respect your husband. And that is key. You must respect your husband, because where there is no respect, a man will not stay, because their self-esteem goes down. So you must respect your husband. Even when you are talking, the way you talk to mamas in the chama, the way you talk in your businesses, the way you talk to your children, you can never talk to your husband like that. You must have a voice that your husband knows. This is the voice that my wife speaks to me. So even when he hears you quarreling with other people outside, shouting to the children, talking to the house girl in the house, talking to your workers in the business, let him know there is a good voice that my wife talks to me with it. So he knows it is because of respect. That is why you talk like that. Respect him. Even as you approach him, make sure there is respect. Don't approach him like your brother. Don't approach him like your sister. He is your husband. So you must respect your husband. And respect comes even in the family, in the house. If you don't respect your husband in the house, then you are putting up a pace of everybody else not respecting your husband. Outside there, make sure in everything you do and talk, make sure you are communicating positive things about your husband. You cannot go outside there and disrespect your husband and then you come home and respect them. Make sure you are respecting your husband everywhere. So that even as he passes where you pass, people respect him. If he comes to your businesses, the people in the business, they respect him, because the only thing they hear about you talking about your husband is about respect. So make sure in everything that you do, in everywhere you go, in your family members, in your chamans, in your salons, don't go discussing the negative part of your husband, or even don't discuss your husband at all. That is respect, because when you discuss people outside there, it's not because you respect them. So make sure you respect your husband in all aspects of your life. And then now we go to compliment. Make sure you compliment your husband in everything he does, because men go through so much to do things for their family. Men they try their best, because I believe most men, they will try their best to make sure their family is comfortable, and mostly they like pleasing their wives. So try as much as possible to avoid taking the shortcomings of your husband and putting them on the table. Cover them up. It is for you to cover your husband and to make sure the shortcomings your husband has, it is only you who knows them. And he is only one who knows your shortcomings. And he will also, men don't discuss their wives outside there. It's so rare to find a man discussing a wife outside there. So even a wife, they should be able to know the shortcomings of their husband are just for you. Because some things the husbands do, because they know they are covered. You are not going to discuss things outside there. That is why they can make you see their weaknesses, because they know they are safe. Because if he knows his weaknesses are not safe, then he will be enclosed. Nobody wants a husband who is enclosed and they don't share things out with them, and that you hear they can talk to someone else and they can't discuss things with you. So their shortcomings are your secrets. Make sure you keep them safe. Make sure you don't use them against him. Some people will use the things that you do that are not right against you. Make sure you don't do that. Acknowledge what the husband is doing. Appreciate him. Whether he brings small things in the house, whether he does big things in the family, in everything that he does, make sure you appreciate. If he comes with some small meat and you expected a lot, appreciate what he does. If he's doing small businesses, appreciate and encourage him to go high. Because when someone has a backup of the wife, I can tell you a man can go very far. So make sure that you are the backup system a man needs, and he is going to grow into higher levels. So acknowledge him, acknowledge what he does for the family, acknowledge what he does for you, acknowledge what he does for your children, acknowledge everything that a man does, and make sure that he knows you appreciate him. And now, in a nutshell, a family is all about character and loyalty. Be loyal. And then those that are celebrating 30 years, 40 years, and 50 years of togetherness are celebrating tolerance, forgiveness, stupidity, and misbehavior of their partners. God bless you.